Alright, I've been learning more about the Amiga since I started learning VBC, and I've managed to create a compilation of demo programs here. Let's just go through them. So this is a little sprite demo. If we move the arrow keys, we can move the sprite around. You'll notice that it doesn't have to stay within the window limits, so we can resize this, and if we move the window around, the sprite is outside of the boundary. So the sprite can go anywhere on the screen. Let me close that. Second demo is just showing how to use the draw image function. It just simply displays this image. We'll take a look at the code afterwards. And demo number 3. This is a bob that I'm moving around. You'll see that it flickers a little bit more than the VSprite. This is limited to being drawn inside the window. So if I resize this and try to go outside, it disappears. And same thing for here, but you'll notice it could go up to the border areas. And the final demo is we have both a bob and a VSprite. The VSprite is the one on the right. So if we do our little demonstration again, we can see that the VSprite could go out of the window area. And let's try to there we go. So as simple as it looks, it actually took me a bit of time to figure out the bobs and VSprites. Now the same examples I've compiled with High Speed Pascal. The image looks a little different here than the free Pascal version, but they work the same way. And the interesting thing about the high-speed Pascal ones is that they're able to work with Amiga OS 1.3 and Amiga OS 3.1. Again, same. The other thing you'll notice is if we do a listing here, is that the free Pascal versions, all the way at the bottom here, they're considerably larger in terms of exe size. Now, that's kind of to be expected because Free Pascal actually supports a lot more in its runtime. So you have object-oriented programming with the classes and a lot more support for all kinds of things that high-speed Pascal doesn't come with. So there's a lot of benefits there, but the EXEs are much larger. So let me jump to this instance here, and again, same demos. You'll notice the colors are slightly different because Amiga OS 1.3 uses a different color scheme, but the same programs work here as well, so we can I kind of like the old color scheme. At the in the 1.3, the VSprite changes colors when it hits the top there, which it doesn't do in the 3.1. And if we switch to our temp folder, I have the same programs that I compiled with VBC. They do exactly the same thing. Again, the sprite might be a little different, but they all work the same way. And VBC creates the smallest executable size among all the compilers. So if you're looking for the smallest, go for VBC, but you do have to learn C. But it's very flexible. I've been able to take these examples out of an old book basically, and with a few changes, I've been able to make them work with VBC. So let me just bring that up. So if we take a look at here, we can see that it all looks very similar to the Pascal versions. I literally translated most of it line by line. Uh, the only difference is that the C versions also support the chip modifier here that tells the compiler to store the contents in an array. And if we look at the Pascal versions, we have to actually copy that. There is no chip keyword. What we have to do is use the copy mem function to copy from the array into the allocated chip memory. And I think that's about all the things I have for today. And if you have any questions about the Amiga or these compilers, leave me a little comment and I'll answer.